Hey everybody, Y here from the Burgs Run, and I am just coming to you today. I've got this very small section left to finish, so I thought we would just chat and I'll finish this canvas. So I was working on the W's and then I was getting ready to do this, and then our lawn care people showed up, and oh, they make so much noise, so I had to put everything away and decide that I will do this later. So it is a little bit later now, and here I am. I really want to finish this one, and I hope that I can finish it today. So how's everybody doing? It's coming up on the weekend, so do you have plans for the weekend? I do not. I will probably just sit here. My husband has to work Saturday, which is very rare. Very rare, but they're doing a system update at his office, so he has to be there because he is the IT architect. And so I will be here by myself. My daughter is going back to, she's going away for the day. She's going back to her old job. They're doing something that she's going to help them with. So she is traveling to North Carolina Saturday, so it'll just be me and all the dogs. So I think that I will probably spend most of my day right here in this chair doing this exact thing. I started a Zoom channel just for diamond art painters and any other crafter that wants to come together in real time and share a laugh or two, get to know each other on a more personal level. It's going to be, it is not going to be, it is. I have it up and running already. It has a, it's going to be, the link will be available 24 hours a day. That way, people that aren't in the United States can utilize it as well. I'm hoping that it will be a big hit and a great place for sharing inspiration and highs and lows. And I don't want it to take away from the Wip and Chats, because I absolutely love sitting here and listening to Wip and Chats. But when I have the link open and there's nobody in, I will also have YouTube running at the same time, so I can do both. But once this catches on, I think that it'll be a good time of fellowship for the crafters on YouTube. If you're interested, you can look in my community tab and the information is there. If you're not interested, that's okay too. I just decided that I have this Zoom account that we don't use, so I decided that I would use it and make it available to all of you. I hope it'll work. I used to be part of a Zoom scrapbook, 24/7 scrapbook, and it was really nice because I get up super early in the morning, and there was always somebody on. Once in a while I'd log in and I'd be the only one there, and that's okay too. And that's how this channel is as well. There will be times when or this link as well, there will be times when you log in and there won't be anybody there. And there will be other times when there will be lots of people, hopefully. I did just start this yesterday, so it only a few people have the link, or lots of people if they actually look at the YouTube community post. But anyways, I just thought I'd put that out there. So something funny happened to me today. Actually, it's kind of gross, but funny. So, I have this little 9-month-old cockapoo puppy who is just a bundle of joy. Yes, they said, get a puppy, they said. So we got this little puppy. We've had him for 4 months. He's completely housebroken, and he is learning how to communicate with us. So this morning, I did not shut my bedroom door, which is something I always do. We always keep the bedroom doors shut because he likes to steal things to get you to chase him. He doesn't want the item that he stole. He just wants you to chase him. And I have an injury to my back that I can't chase him. I mean, I just can't. And it frustrates him. So we've decided we'll just keep all the doors shut. So the bedroom door is always shut. But this morning, I forgot to shut the bedroom door. And I heard him. He's been weird today. Like, he's been real needy and wanting to go outside every 5 minutes. And I mean, he's just being very needy. So all of a sudden I hear him whining. This is how he communicates with us, with this different kind of whine. And it tells me that he wants something. So I couldn't find him. And I was like, oh my gosh. So I hollered for my daughter. I was like, is Benson downstairs with you? Why is he whining? And she said, I have no idea, Mom. He's not here. And I went, oh my gosh. So I went in search of him, and he is laying on the floor on the side of my bed with his head. Now, my bed has a pedestal, like it's on top of drawers. So it's only got a couple of inches clearance underneath of it. And he couldn't fit. So he was whining because there was something under there that he wanted. So here's me, bad back and all. I lay on the floor in front of my bed, beside my bed, and I look under there, and I don't see anything. And so I get a flashlight out and start looking under there, and I was like, what is that? Like, I couldn't, and I said, I don't want to touch it. And then I realized I couldn't reach it. I didn't know what it was. So my daughter got on the other side of the bed, and she laid down, and she shined a flashlight, and I went and got a broom with a long handle so that I could figure out what this was and, get it out from under the bed. Come to find out, this is the gross part, people. We do clean our house, and we are not dirty people, but it was dog poop that was petrified. Like, it was, now the dog can't fit under there. So we're like, oh my gosh, where did this come from? And I can't reach it. I can't get it out. And we came to the conclusion that my other grand dog is a little Chihuahua. And the last time that she was here, her name is Zoe. The last time she was here was before my daughter moved back in for her husband to go to school. Zoe must have climbed up under there in the middle of the night or something. Like, we didn't smell anything. We didn't. But now I had to close up the bedroom door because I can't let the dog back in there. He can't get under the bed. He tried and tried and tried. But I don't want him to get this either. So I need my husband, when he comes, my daughter pinched a nerve in her shoulder, and so she couldn't really help me other than holding the flashlight. So I have to wait for my husband to get home tonight so that he can reach up under there or vacuum or something. I couldn't even get it with the broom handle. So yeah, I have 2 pieces of petrified dog poop under my bed that I can't get out. And that's gross. I don't even want to go in my bedroom now. That is just disgusting. And I'm like, oh my gosh. So once we figured out what it was, we're both laying on the floor on either side of the bed, laughing so hard. My daughter pinched a nerve in her shoulder, so it was making her hurt. Oh my gosh. it was absolutely hilarious. So, how many of you have found weird things like that because your dog wanted it? So yeah, if you've listened this far, leave me a comment and put the poop emoji in there. Let me know that you heard my silly story of the day. And it kind of makes me angry because we've never had a dog that was small enough to get under the bed. Even when we got Benson, he wasn't. He was just, actually, in the emoji, leave a dog and a poop emoji. So yeah, that was my morning, or my late morning actually, is trying to lay on the floor, which was a feat in itself because I have an injured back that keeps pinching the nerves to my legs. So when I was trying to get up from the floor, that was funny. It pinched and my legs, I don't want to say they go numb because they don't go numb, but they get some major pain, like excruciating pain when the when my spinal cord pinches. So there's that. My husband will be so happy when he comes home today and he has to climb under the bed and clean up poop. Oh, the joys. Get a puppy, they said. Only it wasn't my puppy, I don't think. I really don't think it was my dog. But I don't know. Maybe he did climb under there. But he couldn't get under there to get it, so I don't know. When I first saw it, I thought it was rock because my dog loves to chew on rocks. He doesn't swallow them. He just loves to play with rocks. He throws them around and he bats them around like he's playing air hockey. He can be kind of loud on the hardwood floors, but oh my gosh, he is in heaven with a rock. So when I finally could see under there, that's what I thought it was. Nope, not at all. So, on to a different subject. Yesterday, I bit the bullet and I ordered 2 canvases from Dreamer Design. So I'm very excited. I ordered them yesterday. Today I got the shipping notification. Oh my gosh, so exciting. I had been holding off and holding off and holding off on a premium canvas because I wasn't sure what the big difference would be, and then watching everybody's unboxing videos, I don't know. I want a bigger canvas. And the only way I'm going to be able to do a bigger canvas is to order a good one. So hopefully those will be here soon, and I will do a comparison video based on my opinion. Please know that this is just my opinion. The difference between the budget and the premium, because I didn't know. I always thought that the hard, thick canvases were good canvases, and evidently the soft canvases are really nice. So based on, y'all's YouTube um, unboxings and whatnot. So I bit the bullet, and they had the buy one, get one 50% off if you were a new customer. So I ordered two $65 canvases, and I got one for half off. I thought that was a pretty good deal. And we'll see. We shall see. So I think I'm going to collaborate with Crafty Chef Diamond in July and do a Disney canvas, yet to be determined which Disney canvas. But one of the canvases I got from Dreamers Design was like a modern day Alice in Wonderland, kind of like a steampunk Alice in Wonderland. At least I think that's what it was. I'm really excited to try it, but I don't know that that will be the canvas that we do in July. I am down for any Disney canvas, so whatever is decided. If you want to paint with us, just let me know, or let Crafty Chef Diamond know. I'll link her channel below. Let us know if you want to do a paint along with us. I'm excited because I'm new to this, but I am hooked. So I'm excited to be collaborating. Very excited, actually. Let's see. Are there any E's? Yes, there are. E. E. So you can look forward to that. I know that they are doing a Chuck Pinson canvas in June, but in June I'm going to join the DP for Pets 2023. It's hashtag DP for Pets 2023. So I'm going to do that one, and I have a custom canvas coming of Benson, our dog. And if that one's not here on time, I do have a budget canvas that I can do that is just some puppies at play. So there's that. I really hope my custom canvas comes and I can work on the dog, and then I can just hang that one up in our den. And he's not going to change much in looks because of the type of dog he is. He's a cockapoo. He's an apricot cockapoo, so he's kind of reddish brown colored. And he's 9 months old, so he is pretty much full grown, and he's not going to change much. So I decided to do that. He will always look like a puppy. He's just bigger than a puppy. And in fact, he's bigger than we expected him to be. He was actually rehomed to us by a friend of mine who ended up, she got him, and then her daughter went off to college, or school rather, and the dog spent 20 hours in a crate. So she felt bad about that. So she asked me if we would take him, and my husband said no, we're not ready for a dog. The last one we had just broke our hearts when he died. But we'd not ever done puppy before. So this is our first puppy. And because we always rescued seniors that were old and falling apart, the ones nobody wanted, the throwaway dogs. And, you put so much time and money into a dog right from the get-go that's sick or has medical issues. And the last one was our 5th rescue, and he just took our hearts with him when he died. He broke us, and we just didn't want to ever do another dog again. So we decided that we weren't ever going to have another dog. And it's funny because the day that my friend called me, I missed her call. I was down the hall talking to a coworker, and I told her, and we were talking about puppies for some reason. It was kind of, the turn of events was like godsend, I think. But we were talking about puppies, and I said, no, we're not ever getting another dog. I said, the only way that we would get another dog is if it literally fell into my lap. And then I walked back to my office and saw that I missed a call. So I missed a text. So I texted her back and I was like, hey, what's up? And she sent me a picture of this cute little puppy. And she's like, I need to rehome my dog. Would you and your husband be interested? And I was like, oh my gosh. I said, what kind of dog is he? How big is he? How big is he going to be? You know, blah, 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 blah. And she said, he's 8 pounds. He won't be any more than 25 pounds. And I said, let me talk to my husband and I'll get back to you. And I went back down the hall and said, oh my gosh, you are not going to believe this. And my coworker said, see, it just fell into your lap. I mean, it was crazy how it happened. So I was waiting for my husband to text me back. And I just took it upon myself to tell her, can we try him for a couple of weeks and see how we do? We've never had a puppy before. And she was like, sure. When do you want him? You know, I'll bring him to you. And she lives, you know, an hour and a half, 2 hours away. And so that was on like Tuesday, and Friday she brought us the dog. But in the meantime, my husband texted me back and he said, no, we're not ready. We're not ready for another dog. Now is not the time with your back the way it is. And, you know, now is not the time for another dog. And I said, oh, honey, I'm so sorry. I already told Rebecca that we would try him for a couple of weeks. And he was like, whatever. Like, he was not happy with me at all. So, so she shows up on Friday with the dog, and she asks my husband, so what is your apprehension with getting another dog? And he said, I'm not ready. I'm not over the other one. And so he said by name, I'm not over Benny yet. And then Rebecca looked at me and she just winked. She was like, okay, that's valid. And so she left. She stayed for a little bit and then she left. And Benson cried and cried and cried and cried and cried at the door. He was like, my mommy's got to come back. I mean, it was so sad. But we've had him ever since. He hasn't seen my friend since that night. I mean, he is the sweetest, the craziest, the most rambunctious little ball of fire. And then you get, like this morning, you get those moments when you're like, why did I do this? Somebody needs to just come take this dog. And then you get this morning, first thing in the morning, when the alarm goes off, he is right there with all the love and cuddles you can handle. But the minute you get out of bed, it's over. It's done. All bets are off. He turns into crazy dog. But he's our crazy dog, and I love him. But he hasn't changed. His looks haven't changed since he was a puppy. Because I've got pictures of him. We know everything about him. So I had, she gave me his vet records, and we know that he, his birth date, and he'd only lived in those 2 homes. So we are for his forever home. But yeah, he's a mess. Today, after we got up, was one of those days when I wanted to get rid of him. He was just, I don't understand. Yesterday, he was so good. Today, he is crazy dog. So he has his moments. And then, of course, the incident with the whatever it was under our bed. That didn't help. But I don't think that was him. Because he's never been small enough to slide up under our bed. least I don't remember him being small enough. My husband might say, oh yeah, it'd been there a while because it was petrified. I was able to get one piece of it out. There are two more little pieces that I couldn't reach up under the bed for, got to share the mess with the husband, right? The husband who didn't want him. But it's so cute to watch my husband with this dog because, yeah, he can't tell me he wasn't ready for a puppy because, oh my goodness. If I think about it, I'll put a little piece of video in here of him playing with the puppy because, oh my goodness. He loves that little guy. So we put him through trainings, boarding school. For 3 weeks, he lived at the boarding facility, training facility, Monday through Friday. And we'd pick him up Friday afternoon and we'd do training with him. And then we'd come home. So he's been through training. We had to get him fixed because he wasn't fixed yet. We've got a lot invested in this dog already in just a short amount of time because we got him in January. So we've had him almost 5 months. And he is a joy. He is a mess. He is a blessing and a curse some days. And some days I don't know how I do it because I'm pretty limited mobility wise with my back the way it is. And some days are better than others. Some days I can get around better. Some days I can't get around at all. So I don't know. Maybe it's what I needed to keep me active in some small way. Rather than just sitting in this chair, which also hurts if I do it for too long. But yeah, blessing and a curse. Get a puppy, they said. Yeah. So my daughter, she has 2 big dogs with her. They are so good. Like, so good. And I will tell Benson, do you see your niece and nephew acting like that? Not that he understands me, but, So what's everybody working on? This one will be finished shortly. And then I don't know what I'm going to do next. I want to do a bigger canvas, but I want to do a bigger canvas of the premium, which isn't here yet. And I don't want to start the premium large canvas because in June, I want to do the DP for pets. Oh, decisions. Yes, decisions. And unfortunately, I just started this in March. I'm sorry, in April. I started this in April. Never diamond painted before. I started in April. I've been doing it for 1 month. In April, I did 8 canvases. Small budget canvases. That's all I've done so far. Just small. Well, I started out with some Care Bear stickers just to see if I would like it. Okay, the stickers are not a good way to decide if you're going to like diamond painting. The stickers were fun. And I did gift them to a fellow painter. But it's not the same. So it's not a real good judge of whether or not you're going to like the hobby. So I'm glad that I didn't just stop there. But the stickers turned out really cute. And so the children will love them, as children do. when I first got them, I was like, oh, I'll make these for my daughter, my oldest daughter. And then as I was doing them, I was like, she doesn't want stickers. So I decided not to do that. I decided to gift them. All right. Almost through with this color. And then I have to take a quick glance because I am number one awful with missing a letter. This one's kind of nice because all of the drill field it's a different color for each. So they kind of stand out a little. Unlike some of the other ones that I've done. The other thing I noticed with some of the drills on these budget paintings is the drills aren't always the same size. Some of them can be like more dome shaped, more, more pearly than diamond, which I think is kind of weird. I don't know if they got cut wrong or maybe that's why they didn't pass the quality inspection and that's why they're at the budget stores. I don't know. I just know that I have thoroughly enjoyed doing this. And once they're hanging on a wall in a frame, you can't tell, in my opinion. I am looking forward to doing paintings that are very lifelike, though, and not pixelated. And I think that comes with the larger the canvas, the less pixelated it will look. As I found out with my Disney one of my Disney ones, it's a really nice picture if it were bigger, and I wished I had ordered the bigger canvas. So I might have to try that one again. It had all the Disney characters on it. Well, not all of them, but a good portion of the Disney characters. It was like a phantasmic type scene. But yep, give me anything Disney and I am going to be happy. I like all the Disney, except I'm not a Star Wars fan and I'm not a Marvel fan, which is now all owned by Disney. But those are not my thing. And that's okay. My husband was a big Star Wars fan when it was still Lucasfilms. He is not so much a Star Wars fan now that it is Disney. But, everybody has their faves. Oops, sorry if that made a sound. I have a microphone on, and it is on my collar, and I just bumped it. So this is a painting from Michaels. It is one of the companies that they are replacing the diamond dots with. And if you didn't see my earlier video, Michaels had all their diamond dots on clearance, getting rid of them to make room for this is Make Market brand, and the other brand that they're stocking is called Artist Loft. And they, to me, just appear to be just like budget paintings. They are $12.99 to $20. And the ones that I did see were more like watercolor paintings. They weren't very precise. You might find other ones at your Michael's, but I was a little bummed for what they had. It wasn't a whole lot, kind of like when Hobby Lobby does their sale and all the stuff is gone. It's like they don't order enough. Speaking of Hobby Lobby, I was in there the other day and I was really surprised at their regular prices have skyrocketed more than other places, so that they can do their 40% off. And it seems like a big deal, but I think they are inflating their prices. This is my opinion. This is not something I heard, or this is my opinion. I think the price of their diamond dots and whatnot are more expensive than everybody else if you don't get it on sale week. So there's that. But I've noticed it with a lot of things that the prices are more expensive than to get the same thing on Amazon or somewhere else. And Joann's, oh my goodness, I don't even want to talk about Joann's. I'm a scrapbooker at heart. And I can't shop at Joann's anymore because their prices are so inflated. I mean, I noticed it several years ago when they were more expensive than everybody else. And so if it's not on sale or you don't have a 30% off coupon, it really, in my opinion, doesn't work for me to go to Joann's. So if I'm going to pay that kind of money for stuff, I'm going to order it from scrapbook companies that I love. And so I guess I'm going to be the same way with diamond art. If I want to spend that kind of money, I'm going to order from Diamond Art Club or Dreamer Design, or someplace else, and get what I know is good quality. Well, I don't know that yet because I haven't gotten my first order from Dreamer Design, but I am assuming that the quality is up there. And then Mary's Diamonds, I think that's the name of it, is opening back up. So I'm excited to check those out. Because I watched somebody do a sneak peek today. And see there, that sneak peek worked because I just shared their name as well. So how many brand ambassadors do we have here, and what are you a brand ambassador of? That's always fun to know. I am not a brand ambassador. I am not a brand ambassador of anything. I am a trial and error type girl. Always have been, always will be. I'm not a Kool-Aid drinker. I'm not special to one particular brand. I like to try them all. Like with scrapbooking, I love the things that my creative memories advisor posts, and I order a lot from her, but I'm not just a creative memories scrapbooker. I like all kinds of different companies. And first and foremost, I am a bargain shopper. I'm what you might call frugal as I prepare to be retired. I am pretty frugal. And that must be why I was attracted to the bargain budget not the bargain, but the budget diamond art, because I love when it fits in my budget, and I'm not having to save money to be able to do it. That being said, I am not afraid to spend money on something good. Because after all, I can't take the money with me when I die. So enjoy, buy the diamond painting, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. Life is short. Buy the diamond painting. That being said, I've bought a lot of diamond paintings, and I have a lot of stash, and I don't know what I'll ever do with all of the stash that I have. Someday, when I am gone, my children will be like, oh my God, Mom really did all this sitting up there in that room? Yeah, they'll probably burn them. That's all right. I had fun making them. Lots of fun, actually. I don't know. I had to have a psychological evaluation yesterday for an upcoming procedure. And and he was like, so what do you do for to relieve stress and anxiety? And I was like, I sit right here in this chair and I diamond paint. I said, I'm working on one right now. And I lifted this exact canvas up, and because it was a Zoom evaluation. And so I lifted the canvas up and showed it to him, and he's like, bring that closer? Oh, that's really cool. I was like, so evidently he had never heard of diamond painting, so he must not have any clients that were diamond painters, because I shared it with him and I said, this is what I do. I said, I used to scrapbook, but that makes you use your brain. I mean, you have to be pretty creative to make a really nice scrapbook. So this, not that you don't use your brain, but you don't have to be so creative. The creative is done for you already. And so you can just sit here and relax and put the diamonds where they belong, and just put the diamonds where they belong and come out with something beautiful on the other end. That is appealing to me. And fun. So evidently I passed the test, because he said, oh, I don't need to see you for anymore. Like, you're stable, you're doing all the right things, you've done all the right things, you're ready for this. So there's that. I guess I'm stable based on the assessment, all the stupid little things I had to do before the exam. I don't want to call them tests, but you have to, answer all these questions and whatnot. Anyways, I passed. That's a good thing. So we'll see what the future holds. On to new adventures. Adventures without running. Oh, that's what I should call my channel now. Adventures without running. Huh. I could still feature my husband, who is still a runner, but adventures without running. I like it. But the Bergs Run's been our channel for a while. Actually, it started out, and we were the Bergs Run Disney, because the channel started with running races at Disney World. And then we started adding all other different kind of racecations or runcations, whatever you call them, vacations where we go for a running. And so we decided to just call it the Bergs Run. And then we got this cute little dog. It is still the Bergs Run. We are still on YouTube as at the Bergs Run, but I did add in parentheses and Benson because he's on our channel a lot. Because he's just cute. But mostly, lately, all I've really done is diamond paint. Because that's my new obsession. And I think I get obsessive when I do something new and I have to have all the things and trial and error, all the other things. And I think I probably have 30 diamond paintings to do. But with my back the way it is, it looks like retirement's coming quicker for me than we had anticipated. So that'll give me lots of time to sit up here and diamond paint. Because, you know, what else am I going to do when everybody's at work? And my daughter's leaving, so it'll just be me and the little dog, because the big dogs will be gone. They got reassigned to New York, so she is leaving in 3 weeks. And that'll be kind of weird, because, I mean, she's only been here for a short time, but gosh, we're used to her being here. We're used to the dogs. I don't know what my dog's going to do. I think he's going to miss them. No, I'm not getting another dog. Because that's what my daughter said. She said, you can always get another dog. No, absolutely not. Not getting another dog. There are days when I don't want the one I have. Because he is trouble with a capital T. But then he's so cute. Because when he does something wrong and you have to scold him, he will look at you with the cutest little face you've ever seen in your entire life. And it just melts your heart. I mean, I literally get flutters in my chest. That's how I knew he couldn't leave us. Because I literally get flutters in my heart every time he does something amazingly cute. And unfortunately, he's too smart for his own good. And he knows how to get what he wants every time. Little smarty pants. So I know some of you have animals, dogs, cats, and ferrets. We went a long time without an animal because we just didn't know if we could open our hearts again. That hurts so bad. I'm glad we did. He really is a good dog. He's a puppy, and I'm not used to puppy. Like my daughter saying, Benson's got my shoes again. Well, you were warned not to put your shoes, leave them at the door. I know, but those are my work shoes, Mom. My daughter works in vet med, so she wears scrubs and tennis shoes every day. So I am just outside of Richmond, Virginia, and it has been unseasonably hot. Monday evening we got a lot of rain, so it was a little chilly then, but I had to turn all the fans and stuff on today. We can't open windows because my husband has such bad allergies. So I'm not getting any breeze from outside, but oh my goodness. I haven't been outside yet. I mean, I was out this morning to walk the dog, but after that he just went on a lead. So I really haven't ventured outside, but I'm feeling really warm up here. So my guess is it's getting warm out there. Well, the UPS guy didn't bring me anything. He just zoomed right by the house. So my craft room is on the front of the house, upstairs, and so I can just look right out the window and watch the world go by. That's what we call it, watching the world go by. And then downstairs in the living room, we open the curtains for the dogs, and they sit on the couch and watch the world go by. Benson, however, will tell us every time somebody goes by. He can be pretty mouthy. Some watchdog, though. He'll bark his brains out, but if you go to anywhere near him, he is gone. He's a little scaredy cat, or should I say scaredy dog. When we first got him, he was, like I said, he had been in a crate for much of his days. So he was very curious and very afraid of everything. Absolutely everything. When we go to walk around the house, there's a trash can there. He would freak out, bark at the trash can, like just super afraid of everything. That's kind of slowing down some, but he still doesn't like people. Not that he doesn't like them, he's very apprehensive. He's not a very friendly, playful dog until you get to know him. So he thinks he's a big old watchdog. So again, how does everybody diamond paint? Do you diamond paint multi-placers or are you a single placer? I am both, depending on the area or what I'm doing. I will use both. Do you prefer metal or plastic tips? Who has the best tips? Who has the best pens? I prefer the thick pens as opposed to the stick pens that come with kits. Even with the squishy on it, I have one. I just use it to reposition. I don't use it. There's no wax in it. I don't use it to place anything. What type of wax do you use? Does it work? How often do you have to refill your wax in your pen? You know, all the dumb questions. because I don't know these things. How much wax do you put in your pen? Because, you know, all of the instructions, they just say put some wax on your pen. Well, it doesn't say how much or how often or anything like that. And I know some people complain about the drills that are staticky. I don't necessarily mind them because they stick to your pen better. Static. What I don't like is when you go to place multiples and you put them in there and they all jump. Three more. And then we'll do a quick look, see if I missed any. All right. So let's take a quick look. See if we missed any. It appeared that we did. So now we'll move on to the S's. And I also find that if I have a lot of drills in my boat or tray, that I can get them to lay flatter. They tend to lay flatter in the tray than when you just have a few. I don't know if it's the way they rub against each other or what, but so the neighbor had a bunch of trees cut down from their yard, and people have been showing up to cut logs out of the trees for fireplace use. So there are times in the day when it is quite loud. There's somebody over there now loading a truck full of logs, and it's kind of loud. I don't think you can hear it, but they're being kind of loud. But that's all right. They're allowed to. It's their yard. I would love to get rid of all the trees in my front yard. All of them. Every last darn one. My husband says no. I would love to. I despise the acorns and the leaves, and our trees are over 40 feet tall. They're awful. Full of squirrels, and yeah, I hate them. So we don't get much sunshine after the first of the morning. Sunshine because of the trees. They block everything. I would love to get rid of every one of them. And if we didn't have all the trees in the backyard, I could have a pool. Husband says no. He's the money maker, so he gets to decide. The pool would be fun, though. I would be able to exercise a little bit if I had a pool. That wouldn't be so hard on my back. So where's everybody from? I'm just outside of Richmond, Virginia. We do get 4 seasons here. Sometimes spring doesn't last very long because we go right into summer, but we've had a nice spring this year. We did get rain at the right time, so the pollen wasn't so bad this year. That was amazing. I am originally from suburb of Detroit, Michigan. So when I moved down here, the first year that the pollen hit, I was like, what in the world is this? Like, I was blowing yellow stuff off my porch. Like, I totally didn't get it. Pollen. We didn't have that in Michigan. So that was new. But I have been spoiled by mild winters. We do sometimes see snow. We didn't see any this year. We saw some flurries, but we didn't see any real snow. And what's nice about the snow here is it will snow. It usually snows overnight. Like it's rare for it to snow in the daytime. So you wake up and it's beautiful snow or it's snowing, and by 3 o'clock it's gone. Yeah, it's lovely. Just lovely. We do get some ice, but the fact that the snow doesn't stick around more than a few hours is just amazing. So I don't miss that at all about Michigan. And I do miss the beautiful fall. Now we're close enough to the mountains that we can actually go and drive like the Blue Ridge Mountains and see some beautiful fall colors, but it requires a day trip. Where in Michigan, it was just everywhere. Absolutely beautiful colors. So I do miss that. And I miss that there were 4 defined seasons, where here in Virginia, you could go, like you could not have a spring or a fall. You can go right from summer to winter. And being a runner, you look forward to that sweet spot where between, I don't know, 40 and 55, like optimum temperature for running. And sometimes that would require that you get up really early to be able to run in that kind of weather. The other thing I don't like about Virginia is the humidity. Oh my goodness. We never had, I mean, we were surrounded by Great Lakes, but it still wasn't this. This is, sometimes you walk outside and it just literally takes your breath away. It's just so hot and sticky. But I think not having ice cold winter equals out that high humidity summertime. Makes it all worth it anyways. But I do someday want to retire to Florida to be closer to Disney. But my husband, unfortunately, will not be retiring when I do. So that, I don't know how that's going to pan out now. Because he's got another 15 to 17 years to work. And I will be retiring early. Medical retirement, but I will be retiring early. Can you hear my dog just barking? The neighbors, I like I said, they're putting wood in their truck, and my dog is going nuts. It's not even in our yard. Benson, buddy. Oh, he didn't like that. I don't know. He likes to hear himself talk. And the big dogs will come up here and hide under my table because they're like, that little dog is just being annoying. Benson, buddy. Yeah, he's not listening to me. Let me shut this door so it's not so loud. There is a rock under my feet. My dog brought me a rock. He loves his rocks. Makes me think of Charlie Brown when he was trick or treat and everybody gave him rocks. Maybe we should have named him Charlie. Yeses. You ever do that? You place so many that you just forgot how. Oh, there. You forgot what letter you were doing. I just had to stop and think about it. What was I doing? I'm doing S's. All right. 3. And 3. That's it for the S's. I have like 3 more letters to go. Maybe 4. S. T. So share with me your favorite drill storage system. I have a system and I'm not sure it's the best one. So share with me your drill storage system. And do you save all of your drills or it's just some of them, or how do you do that? I was saving all of my drills and then I realized that the budget DMCs are the same, but the colors are off. So I don't want to mix drills and I don't want to have 2 of every number. So I might just start over and dump all the budget ones and just save good ones. I don't know. And then you hear stories of people who didn't get enough drills with their kits, and that's always concerning. And so it would be nice to have spare drills that you've saved from other paintings so that doesn't happen. I don't know. Share with me your drill storage system. All right, well, that's going to be it for me. I'm going to go ahead and finish this, and then I will post a picture in my next Wip and Chat. And so that'll be it for me today. Thanks, guys. Have a good day. Or as I always end my videos, have a fab day. Bye. Hi, friends. Y here with the Burgs Run. And my last haul video from diamondartgift.com was missing a couple of canvases, 4 to be exact. I got some mail yesterday, and 3 of the 4 canvases are here. So let's take a look at what I got. This is a 30 by 40 It is Disney. It is The Villains. Let me see if I can turn this light on. I always forget to turn this light on. Ah, I need to plug it in because it doesn't have any more juice. All right. Okay, so it is Villains. It has 4 faces across its landscape. It's round. There it is. So we have Maleficent, Cruella, the Evil Queen. Oh my gosh, her name just left me. Oh, there's Cruella. Who is this? I'm not sure. Anyways, those are the 4. And see, it's across them. Ursula, that's who that is, Ursula. I hate when that happens. Have you ever done that when you go to introduce somebody and their name just escapes you? Or am I the only one that happens to? Anyway, so there was that one. And then there's this one. Before I hurt my back, I was a very slow runner. So I always said that sloths were my spirit animal. And someday, I swear, someday I'm going to go and hug a sloth in Costa Rica. Anyway, so this one it's a little sloth in some flowers. It is a 30 by 30. It's so stinking cute. It's going to be kind of boring because there's a lot of the same color, the entire background. But that's okay. I think it'll look really cute. I'm not going to show the drills because, I mean, these are all from diamondartgift.com and they're the same as the last ones that I showed. So I'm not going to take them all apart. And then the last one, so they still owe me one more canvas. So one thing I didn't like about this company was they didn't just ship it all together. They sent it in parts and pieces. All right, this one is a very colorful parrot. It's a 30 by 40 portrait. It is just a pretty parrot. So then there's that one. So those were my haul, and they were $4.99 a piece, and they were buy 3, get 1 free at diamondartgift.com. I am not affiliated. This was not a sponsored video. I'm just sharing with you what I found. The canvases are budget canvases. I have yet to purchase a premium canvas. I have a couple that I ordered that will be here soon. I got the notice today that they shipped, so they'll be here soon, and so I'll be able to do a video on my reaction to the budget canvas versus the premium canvas, and I look forward to putting that out for you guys as well. That's all I have for you today. I just wanted to share with you what came in the mail for me, and I will let you know when I get the other canvases so that I can do a comparison video. So until next time, have a fab day.